To be a world champion takes a dream, a desire, a passion. A youth of dedication, thousands of hours and millions of waves, and only a select few will rise to qualify for the WSL Championship Tour.
He gets the score he needs!
The world's best surfers, the world's best waves. 10 events in 6 different oceans.
Puts herself in a great position. He comes flying out.
At the end of the road, the Elite 10 will clinch a spot in the WSL postseason.
2 of the best surfers on the planet heading out to one of the world's greatest waves. Let's go!
The Rip Curl WSL Finals, the top 5 women, the top 5 men. A single-day event, head-to-head elimination heats, culminating with the world title winning moment in the water.
There you go, San Clemente, let them hear it!
Right now, the final 5 are set for a showdown. And the biggest day in professional surfing will decide the world champions of the sport.
How's everyone doing? Good to see you. This is the official press conference for the 2023 Rip Curl WSL Finals. Feels so good to be back to crown a world champion on one day.
The Rip Curl WSL Finals is the ultimate day of competitive surfing. I mean, you take the whole year and you just jam it together, and it makes for one of the most exciting days to competitive surfing.
Let's do some formal introductions. Defending world champ, #1 in the world heading into the finals, Felipe Toledo.
The final 5 men are led by the current world champion, Felipe Toledo. The Brazilian took the finals win last year and is back hunting a second world title.
It's amazing to be back here, kind of the same position that I was last year, now defending the title.
Felt pretty good starting the year as a world champion and having the little star on my jersey, and I'm gonna go for another one.
#1 in the world, a 5-time world champ representing Hawaii, Carissa Moore.
The final 5 women are led by 5-time world champ, Carissa Moore.
This place holds a really special place in my heart.
In 2021, she won that 5th world title. 2022, maybe the most disappointing loss of her career, losing that world title to Stephanie Gilmore.
I may not be 100% over it, but I'm choosing to show up, and I want to do my best.
A #2 seed from San Clemente, Griffin Colapinto.
Griffin Colapinto is making his first WSL Finals appearance as the hometown favorite.
It's been cool to see a bunch of people in town like say good luck and have my back and just really trying to embrace it.
Caroline Marks, you're officially a local here at Lowers.
Caroline Marks, the #3 seed, is flying the flag for Florida. Yet, the East Coast transplant brings a tremendous amount of Lower Trestles experience.
I used to surf here as an amateur, so I'm just kind of channel that inner Grom in myself.
Caroline Marks, she's my dark horse. There's something about the way she fits into the wave here that I feel like is going to put her above everybody else. I think she's gonna march all the way through, and I think she's gonna win the world title.
The venue for the Rip Curl WSL Finals is Trestles Beach in Southern California, located in San Onofre State Park.
Lower Trestles has always been known as the high-performance hub of the surfing world. I mean, this is where the cutting edge of surfing happens on a daily basis.
Lowers is a cobblestone point break that produces an A-frame peak, offering both lefts and rights.
The whole Trestles region has a lot of different surf spots, but Lowers is the best. It's a perfect peak. And we always compare it to a high-performance skate park because you really can do anything you want on a wave.
Wait, where y'all gonna be at? Right here?
Good morning.
Looks fun.
It's like it's a little iffy like early, and then this wind blew offshore. There's still a little like wobble in it. But,
With a powerful 4 to 6 foot tropical swell, the call to begin surfing's biggest day is made.
We are on. Give us what we're starting with here for finals day. Yeah, we're going to be on with an 8 a.m. start. You can barely hear yourself talk down here. Everyone is so excited. It's going to be an epic day for us down here.
So excited. 10 surfers are here today, and 2 are going to be world champions.
Your first match of the 2023 Rip Curl WSL Finals is set to be an instant classic.
The format of this event is designed to culminate with a head-to-head showdown for the world title. All match heats are elimination rounds, with the winner moving forward and the loser going home.
Introducing the pride of Oceanside, California. Give it up for Caitlin Simmers. And from Terrigal, Australia, Molly Picklum. The future of surfing happening right now. Let's do this.
Winner of this heat will take on Caroline Marks.
A beautiful wrap and a great rhythm on this wave for Molly Picklum.
Shutting it down, a good closeout maneuver there. Katie Simmers' turn. Styles through that first arc. Simmers stays on her feet.
Katie Simmers is going to need a 5-1-7 or better to turn the table.
Beautiful wrap right there. Lets the rail set free and drives back up into it again. Look for the final move right here. Bangs it again.
Scores in. Last of orange. 8-1.
You're at Lowers with no one out. It's a hard wave to surf and free surf, so when there's no one in your way or no one like in front of you, it's pretty fun. So just like trying to enjoy that part of it. So.
And now, your first match for the men. From Margaret River, Australia, let's hear it for Jack Robinson. And from Saquarema, Brazil, give it up for João Chianca.
Jack Robinson all the way to a win at the last event of the regular season and get a shot to compete against João Chianca, who is world number 4.
Robinson rolling in. Nice opening turn right there. Straight up through the lip. And bang, connects on the third moves.
Here comes João. Lays into that first turn. Sets it up with some speed, blasting the fin free. Looking to shut it down.
That was
sensational ride there. Let's stick with Chianca. Big blast there. Controls the slide. Now setting up a big bottom turn and hammers it.
5, 4, 3.
Steep section here for Jack. He blows the fins over. That's what we're talking about.
Jack going to the rail here.
Goes down the snap and he'll shut that one down. 5.87 for Jack, not enough. João Chianca just put this one away. Now moving to match 2.
After regular season, all this stress, like we really want to come to the biggest stage and do our biggest surfing, yeah? So it's been fun.
João Chianca and Caitlin Simmers are the match 1 winners, and both move into match 2 to face the number 3 seeds, Ethan Ewing and Caroline Marks. Ethan Ewing shocked the surfing world with a terrible wipeout in Tahiti.
Such a big thump, almost felt it through my whole body. It's been diagnosed 2 fractures on my L3 and L4 vertebrae.
With a broken back just a month ago, rumors suggested Ewing would not show.
It is crazy that Ethan Ewing's here, period. That he's wearing his jersey, that he was at the press conference. Most people weren't expecting to see that seat taken.
Up next, Double E makes a miraculous return. Ethan Ewing enters the Rip Curl WSL Finals as the number 3 seed. Ewing has enjoyed a very successful year, highlighted by an emotional win at Bell's.
You are going to be on that perpetual trophy with your mom forever.
However, Ethan was unable to surf the last event of the year due to a devastating back injury. He fell a position in the rankings, and now his physical ability is in question.
Ethan now the number 3 seed, dropping down to 3rd because he couldn't surf in Tahiti, breaking his back in a warm-up session.
When I came here, I was still unsure because I'd only had a few tiny surfs at home, but I thought it's the end of the season. I'm just gonna go out there and base myself in San Clemente and do everything I can and see if I can be at a level that can compete for a world title.
Double E is one of the hardest working competitors in the sport. And in the days leading up to the finals, he has put in an unprecedented effort to overcome this injury and get back into the game.
Ethan Ewing,
The body mechanics, the technique, the skill of Ethan Ewing on display.
I'm just pretty competitive, and I just really want to keep improving at surfing and beat the best guys.
He has brought a level of rail work that we haven't seen in a very long time. It's exceptional.
Like my first few years on tour, I really struggled with self-belief and like really believing that I belong here.
Ethan Ewing, the rookie Australian, who's really struggled for big results this season.
Having a really rough year. He didn't make a heat. Confidence was gone.
I think I'm at like a much better place now with believing in myself and believing that I can win a world title.
Let's hear it for Brazil's João Chiaka and your number 3 seed for North Stradbroke Island, Australia's own Ethan Ewing.
I don't think you need to overthink it if it looks like we got a quality first turn and it's got a nice run. So you're surfing to the top.
Yeah.
For Ewing and his inhibiting back injury, the real test begins now.
You just did it surfing. Let her grab back down.
Men's match number 2, Ethan Ewing up against João Chiaka. Ethan Ewing rolls in, snaps off the top there. One more time. Look at the rail work by Ethan Ewing.
Wow. Ethan Ewing is probably the best on rail on tour. He just paints all over the open face like nobody else can.
8.60. It's like he's angry at Lower Trestles.
It's really an art form to watch when he's in motion.
Ethan here. That's the power part, Pete. Check this out. Oh, that's the flow there.
Ethan Ewing is putting on a display of power surfing we have yet to see here at Lowers.
You're watching the most efficient surfer on the tour at the moment, and he's just delivered a huge uppercut and a right hook to João Chiaka.
Let's go.
A straight 9, everybody.
He's bringing this radical element to it that we haven't seen yet out of a lot of the power surfers in history. So he's bringing something new, and the judges are loving it.
8.6, 9-point ride, 17.60. Ethan Ewing on to match number 3, where he will be meeting up against Griffin Colapinto.
Caitlin Simmers, with a teenage smile and a punk rock style, is the new face of surfing's youth.
I love the way that Katie's brought this new energy and really invigorated the tour. Oh,
She merely pulls
that
the
was gonna be a 10.
Impeccable surfing, new school, designed with some old school line.
This is freaking stressful.
Katie's uniqueness, she's youthful. She's 17 years old with an opportunity to win a world title, the youngest world champ ever.
Katie shredded her way to 2 breakout wins in her rookie year.
How about Caitlin Simmers, 17 years of age, 2 big wins in her rookie season.
And this humble 17-year-old has earned herself the honor of being the youngest to compete in the Rip Curl WSL Finals.
I was not expecting to be here. Like, I feel like I have nothing to lose, and I'm trying to kind of think about that. But then there's like the competitive side of me who just really wants to win. And if you're the best surfer in the world on paper, it's not everything, but it definitely is it's a prestigious thing to be able to say. It's definitely a goal.
Caitlin Simmers has just shown us flashes of brilliance.
I'm definitely grateful as to where surfing has taken me. It's pretty insane.
Welcome back to the Rip Curl WSL Finals. This should be a show of a couple of young professional surfers.
Caitlin Simmers eliminated Molly Picklum in match 1. And now she moves into match 2 and will test herself against the number 3 seed, Caroline Marks.
No, I know. Same. I absolutely love this matchup. I feel like Katie is what Caroline was in her rookie season.
Exciting times right here as this match is underway here, match number 2.
We watch right now, you see Katie Simmers. She's fighting for her first championship title right now.
Couple hitches here and there on this rail, is able to compete it with that 2-turn combo.
As we watch now, Caroline Marks ripping into the wave.
Marks on the backhand and going to come up short on that one.
Should still be a decent score though, but she had a golden opportunity right there to get the best way of the key by a long shot with that finishing turn.
Here we go, heat leader Caroline Marks, sharp again with that projection snap. Right through the lip there, glides through that lip glide and forces the third maneuver, but gets the board under her feet, nearly upside down there.
Very impressive. That last turn to me was money. Katie needs to be on the best wave of the heat in the next 11 minutes.
Katie Simmers.
This is it. This is going to be the way that gets Katie past Caroline's scoreline. That's the second time that we've seen her do that today.
There was just too much pressure on her shoulders.
Caitlin Simmers is eliminated.
Great rookie year for Caitlin Simmers.
But she can hold her head high with a 4th place finish and the recognition of being the 2023 WSL Rookie of the Year.
Let's go, Caroline! Florida, baby!
With Carissa Moore looking on, Caroline Marks next faces Tyler Wright. Can Marksy go all the way? Caroline Marks is the only goofy foot surfer to qualify for this year's Rip Curl WSL Finals. Marks is surfing with her back to the wall on the right and forward facing on the left. This is a point of difference. The question is, can Caroline use her goofy foot stance as an advantage?
As a goofy foot, you have, I think, a slight advantage on the rights because your backside, you can go more vertical. You can throw that thing up into the lip and whip it back down, and it just looks a little bit more dynamic. They want to see the most dynamic turn and the most dynamic part of the wave. And then the lefts, game over. She's going to crush that thing. I don't think there's one surfer on tour on the women's side that's going to touch her on the lefts.
Caroline qualified for the WSL Championship Tour at the age of 15. She was Rookie of the Year at 16 and finished runner-up for the world title as a 17-year-old sophomore. With 5 CT wins to date, there is no question that Caroline Marks belongs in the Final 5.
Caroline's got the hometown advantage. She's going to have a lot of support down here.
Bumped into Caroline's parents on the beach, and they are just so fired up. So it's super fun vibes.
The entire Marks family have made the trip to California, and Caroline brings the loudest family support to the WSL Finals.
I think I'll have a pretty solid support crew down there, and you'll probably hear them loud. I don't even have to point them out, you'll just hear them.
Caroline was raised in Melbourne Beach, Florida, and she is one of 6 children.
We kind of raised them all in a really big open space, down the street from the river, across the street from the beach.
Believe it or not, she didn't want to surf at all.
One day, she just started coming to the beach with us. She started having fun, and then she got super into it. And she got really good, really quick.
I'd come in crying because I just started surfing, and I'm like, you guys are so hard on me, but they helped me so much to get to that next level. I feel like you just gotta remember they do it out of love. They're all my best friends. My brothers are all my best friends, and I'm one of 6 kids, so there's 8 of us total, so it's pretty solid.
My job and Sarah's job is to be parents. We don't coach her, we don't manage her. We just want to be there no matter what happens. We're there for her, good or bad.
No matter what result I get, they're just there for me, and I know that, and that's such a good feeling to have.
There's definitely a little bit of fear, but I'm excited. Definitely, I think whatever you're passionate for is what's going to work for you.
Anything I do, I want to give it my all, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to try my absolute hardest. At the beginning of the year, this is what you want. You want to be at Trestles, you want to be competing for a world title, and for me, it's a lifelong dream, and it's a lifelong goal, and to be a world champion, that's so hard to do, and there's only 0.001% of the world that ever achieves that. I believe in myself, whether it happens or not. I just feel the most confident this year about achieving that dream, so yeah.
Caroline Marks, with her earlier win over Caitlin Simmers, now advances to match 3, where she faces 2-time world champion Tyler Wright.
Let's go, Caroline! Florida, baby!
Tyler Wright and Caroline Marks, you are on. Winner goes on to the title match to take on Carissa Moore. Here is Tyler Wright getting things started.
You can see just trying to find some energy there on the finish. Caroline Marks setting up one of the best backhands on tour. Getting started immediately.
One thing she does so well is squares up off the bottom on that backhand, and that's a point of difference for the goofy footers.
Tyler likes to look at this one. Backing up for 5-5. Aggressive forehand hook. 7.17. So she's not showing any nerves. Caroline Marks belts it off the lip with a fan to the sky. Third maneuver, it's a massive sweep in the closeout section.
The crowd, listening to this crowd, watching the crowd erupt on the beach is next level.
Caroline Marks in the pink takes the lead with an 8.33.
Tyler using a lot of that highline wrap. Beautiful extension on the carve. And she'll actually pop the fins out.
A little bit caught behind there, and you can see the frustration. Tyler's clearly fired up.
The goofy foot, big bottom turn, nice clean carve. Whips it right off the bottom again. Throwing some water off that rail. Winds up vertical and crushes it. Stomps it, and there's everybody cheering on Caroline. A 9.07. An incredible performance for Caroline, who is looking for her first world title today.
Caroline just getting so much support from the hometown here. What an incredible day.
Carissa Moore will take on Caroline Marks for the world title this year.
I mean, I'm excited. That's what we came here for, so it feels really good. And yeah, hopefully just get some good waves, and hopefully we both put on a really good performance. Should be really fun.
Up next, Griffin Mania has taken over Lower Trestles. The hometown hero makes his appearance, and the California crowd is psyching up for men's match number 3.
San Clemente zone, Griffin Colapinto!
As the Rip Curl WSL Finals lands in San Clemente, a rowdy red storm is brewing. Griffin Colapinto's success has massively grown his popularity, and thousands of American surf fans are waving the flag for the hometown hero.
Good morning. Funnest bike ride down.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So when you drive around this town, you're seeing signs all over the place for Griffin.
Colapinto is the first serious mainland American world title contender since Kelly Slater over a decade ago.
Griffin Colapinto is our great American hope for a world title. I feel like this is his time.
Eat dog. Let's do this.
It's a special time for Griffin, showing that he's the local in San Clemente, and he's going to want to do them proud.
Let's go! The crowd is wild for Griffin Colapinto! Talk about hometown support!
Griffin is a San Clemente native who was born into a lifelong relationship with Lower Trestles.
The relationship I have with Lowers definitely goes far back. My dad's been a lifeguard down there for like 25 years. He's such a positive role model and is super happy and wanting to like have fun with people.
Take this time to just like soak it all in. You worked so hard. Enjoy it, right?
Griffin Colapinto's neat. He's just honestly himself, and it's really unique to have him as a full-blown world title threat on tour. And then outside of that, he feeds off all the energy from San Clemente.
Bro, every truck that passed me, all shot was out the window. Let's go, Griffin! Bro, it gives me the chills.
I feel like for myself, I perform better when I have like people backing me. It like makes me excited to want to go and like perform for everyone.
And no pressure, dude. You're already here. You're already here. You're at the show. Have fun. Let's go. Let's go. I love you, dude.
I have the belief that I could be a world champion. I've had it since I was 10 years old. I've dreamt it.
He needs to feel like he is the best surfer in the world because he's doing that kind of surfing right now.
I'm just so stoked on where surfing's at right now, and now's the time to win a title because I feel like I can do it.
Let's go, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Griffin Colapinto enters as the #2 seed, and now in match 3, he faces Ethan Ewing in a clash between the most popular surfers of the moment.
Griffin, he's the US title hope. Same goes for Ethan Ewing. Australians are looking at him as our big world title hope.
San Clemente zone, Griffin Colapinto!
So this matchup was always going to be a crazy battle.
Two of the best surfers on the planet heading out to one of the world's greatest waves. Let's go!
Ethan on his opener against Griffin Colapinto, smooth as it gets off the bottom, carved a tail release, belts it vertically, in motion to shut it down again. It was kind of crazy. The crowd was silent on that one, Pete.
Yeah, well, the crowd is 99% in favor of Griffin Colapinto.
Let's go,
Griffin, San Clemente zone, deep off the bottom, huge top turn. That's more like a big rail gouge. Flares the tail into that speed floater, and again, blast the tail. Layback combo.
There you go, San Clemente. Let him hear it.
The kid from Strati sets up that big open face hook, driving into another big wrapping cutback, and shuts it down beautifully.
Here we go, Griffin Colapinto up on a bomb. Oh, he's ripping through the inside section again. All rail, San Clemente's Griffin Colapinto.
Ethan still out front. Griffin needs an 807.
Griffin Colapinto rolling in. Big turn through the lip. Big section right here, and he grabs the rail, goes up and over the lip.
Pushes it too hard. Ethan, is he going to answer? Is this wave going to give him what he wants? Oh my goodness, he just continues to sizzle. How much power and flow.
Really special year for Griff, a better year for Ethan Ewing as he has just done the impossible, broken back in Tahiti, a month to work it out, and he still has a chance to win a world title today.
As you should be going up against the defending champ here in Felipe Toledo. What's your mentality heading into this title match?
Kind of like just go for it now. There's a world title on the line. He hasn't been in the water yet, so I'm not sure how he's going to go, but I've got a bit of momentum going and just really looking forward to getting back out there. The waves are so good, so yeah, what a day.
Running out for that heat, just everyone was like yelling, screaming. I was like, felt like I was feeling like this vibration like going into me, and I just kind of like, I had this moment where I kind of just like put my head back and like embraced it. And thank you everyone for coming out today. It's freaking the most insane moment of my life. I never even thought I'd have an opportunity like this, really. So congrats, brother. How much else I could do, I feel like. I've had so much fun in this whole process, so you know, I wouldn't change a thing, and yeah, I really trust that everything happens for a reason, and I'm only 25 and just getting started, so let's do this.
Felipe Toledo is the end boss of the WSL Finals. And the defending world champ enters the arena, confident, cocky, and ready to fight for his second world title.
Not trying to be cocky or anything, but I'm just super confident on myself. A good example is like Callie on his prime when he was unbeatable. In his mind, he was unbeatable. And then that was already on people's head.
2 minutes, ladies, 2 minutes.
I'm just being confident and walking around confident and surfing confident that, you know, gets to people's head.
In the yellow jersey, let's hear it for Felipe Toledo!
Felipe Toledo will face off with Ethan Ewing in the men's title round. But first, the Florida Gators are snapping at lowers. Caroline Marks versus Carissa Moore for the world title. Can the Hawaiian win a 6th championship trophy? Or will the East Coaster bring it home for the Sunshine State?
It all comes down to this. Surf fans, it's the moment you've been waiting for. The time has come. The women's best of 3 title match for the 2023 Rip Curl WSL Finals. We've got 2 of the best to ever do it who will be taking to the water momentarily. Coming up to the stage first after 2 masterful performances, let's hear it for Caroline Marks.
Caroline Marks has surfed her way through 2 match wins. And with momentum on her side, Marks is ready to challenge Moore in the best of 3 title match.
Caroline, you look at her trajectory through her career, she's been touted as this next big thing in women's surfing, and I think her moment is now.
And her opponent, 5-time world champion. Give it up to Carissa Moore!
Carissa Moore is the #1 seed for the women here at the Rip Curl WSL Final. With 3 event wins on the year, Moore is the season standout, and she controls her position at the top.
Carissa has been Caroline's hero for so many years. This is the one Caroline wants. If she's gonna be the best in the world, she has to be Carissa.
This is a big one. This is what an entire season has wind down to for these 2 women. Here we go with Marksy on the first wave. Look at that carve on the backhand. Off the bottom, off the top again. This is a good-looking start for the Goofy Foot.
Those opening first slashes were some of the best that I've seen from Caroline. That is just a danger signs for Carissa.
Here we go, Carissa with priority, uses the priority. Long bottom turn, sweeping top carve for Moore. Cut back into the whitewater there. Like a little bit of a tapered wave here. Wants a spectacular ending, layback dash. That's gonna help. Looks like Caroline Marks is just glued to her board.
To me, watching Caroline, the word that comes to mind is explosive. Like, she's explosive off the bottom and then explosive off the top, and then there's no downtime in between maneuvers.
An 8.43. She has put the 5-time world champ in a 2-wave combination. Carissa Mitchell needs a big number. Here we go, Carissa. Don't count her out. Opening foam climb there. Looking for the air, busts the air, puts it down, battles in the whitewater, unable to ride out.
Caroline Marks takes a commanding win in the first heat, posting an excellent heat score of 17.10 to Carissa Moore's 14.97. Caroline will now debrief with her coach and strategize her next move, as she is now just 1 win away from being a world champion.
Caroline's got one of the greatest surfers of all time, in my opinion, in her corner in Luke Egan, and a former champion out here at Lower Trestles. So he knows what it takes to win.
As both competitors hit the water for Heat 2 in this best of 3 title match, Carissa Moore is in a must-win situation, while Caroline Marks, with her head down, is posed to power her way to the biggest win of her life.
We'll see if Carissa Moore can find redemption in this matchup, Rosie.
Those 3 words, must-win situation.
Right now, I think she really needs to buckle down and make sure she's on the best waves.
Carissa now getting the first wave. Throws down a nice cut back. Now snap, and she'll hang on to it. Caroline chucks some spray on the opening hack. Second turn complete into her third as she really wraps it off the top hard. Whips it quickly and gets to the end section to tap it shut. A lot of confidence out of the 21-year-old. And now Riss getting into gear. Wraps it, set up turn there. Carissa needs something big. Layback hack, looking solid. She'll catch up to the end section to float at 6.93, her best so far. She paddles, can't catch up to it. Sitting in a better position is Caroline Marks. Under priority, fades the takeoff. Sets up a solid backside hook. Drills it again. Sets up a third move and drills it. Last of Caroline, 7.6, the best of the matchup. And as we approach the 5-minute mark, you'd have to wonder what would be happening inside Carissa's mind. Needs a 7.67 in this moment with priority.
There's a mental fortitude going on in the lineup. They're literally fighting without touching each other.
Here it is, the opportunity.
Carissa commits to this wave. 5-time world champ trying to save herself here. Connects. Has to bottom turn aggressively to get a 2-turn combo. And it's not enough. It's official. Caroline Marks is your 2023 world champion.
Unbelievable.
Well, what a special day for the surfer from Florida.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I'm just like, this whole week's been magical. And everyone from Florida and San Clemente has been supporting me, and I just like can't believe it. I held it out for the Goofy Brothers. Woo! Up for the Goofies!
Caroline Marks is the 2023 World Champion of Surfing. The 21-year-old prodigy from Melbourne Beach, Florida, leads the exciting next generation of female surfers, driving the future of the WSL Championship Tour.
Since 2007, we've only had 3 world champs. So to see this young, fresh talent come through, break the ranks, and win a maiden world title, it just shows you the level of women's surfing that's coming in, this next generation. They're here to win world titles.
It all comes down to this. It's time to crown our men's world champion.
Felipe Toledo is the best high-performance surfer in the world. Ethan Ewing is superhuman. The 2 greatest surfers of right now square off in the title match. Who will take home the trophy? Felipe Toledo is the #1 seed at the Rip Curl WSL Finals. Toledo has been the standout of the regular season with a tour-high 3-event wins. Number 77 took the win here at the finals last year, and the defending world champ is back with an even stronger high-performance surfing attack.
Felipe Toledo is the undisputed high-performance king. He is fast, he's precise, he has variety every time he's driving down the line. He's unpredictable. The guy is almost unbeatable when it comes to competing at Lower Trestles.
It all comes down to this. It's time to crown our men's world champion. It's a miracle that this man is here competing. Give it up to Ethan Ewing. And your reigning world champion from Ubatuba, Brazil, but living right here in San Clemente. Let's hear it for Felipe Toledo!
The men's title match is the best of 3 heats. And as Felipe Toledo hits the water for the first time today, the defending world champ is quick to show off his radical abilities.
Here we go, Felipe Toledo with a quick start. Sharp first turn there, and that's the speed of Toledo. Eyeing up this section at the end. There's a spark that we expect from Felipe Toledo. Ethan Ewing off the bottom. Again, rail control through the entirety of the carve. Aggressive snap there, little punch on the end for Ewing. Snaps there quickly, matching Felipe Toledo's speed so far. Felipe Toledo, wave number 2 in this title match. Razor sharp on the first carve. Don't pump off the bottom, throws it out there, stomps it into the flats. Ewing behind him with a fierce first carve, comes around this corner. Layback, power, hack.
My goodness.
What? How is this exchange?
How can you not enjoy this? I mean, literally, that's what we are here for. And these 2 are going head to head.
Well, it's a 9-point ride for Felipe Toledo. 8.5 for Ewing, so Toledo with a slight advantage. With Toledo Again, lots of control on the rail of the sharp eye. Throws it up, puts it down, spins it around, and he's got more powerful slash. And talk about the slash here. Ethan Ewing with a couple of slashes of his own, and we come to the end of Ethan's ride. Again, an incredible exchange. Felipe Toledo, he's gonna take the lead, winning title match number 1.
The pressure is just built a little bit more for Ethan Ewing. He's going to have to, well, he has to win this next one.
Can I get a high five?
Fight for this.
Thank you so much.
Fight for this, Eve.
Hey, you got that.
Unbelievable stuff. Yeah. Unbelievable, Eve.
Both Toledo and Ewing post excellent heat scores in the opener. Toledo, with a 9.0 in his scoreline, takes win 1 in this 2 out of 3 affair. Ewing is focused and motivated, but now, after surfing 3 heats on the day, the fatigued Australian must dig deep to find the strength in this must-win situation.
Felipe Toledo with a chance to go back-to-back with his world titles. But here's Felipe Toledo in motion.
Beautiful wrap right there, and he's gonna go hammer this one. And my, he knocked the teeth out of that thing.
Ethan Ewing has to get started.
Look for the final move right here.
Important moment for Ethan Ewing, trying to force a third matchup. Flowing down the line, snaps over the roof.
Wow, put your hands together for Ethan Ewing, and now Toledo, he answers back. Look for something special as he drifts there. And bangs it again.
Ewing still chasing a 6.6.
No waves! No waves!
In back-to-back seasons, Felipe Toledo is your world champion.
Felipe Toledo is the 2023 world champion. For number 77, his time is now.
It's so hard to put into words, like what did it take for me to be here right now. So much sacrifice. This is a dream come true. I don't think there's ever been a Brazilian that won back-to-back. Hey, buddy.
Here comes his son.
I've been surfing here every day for the last 10 years, so yeah, we worked it out. Let's go.
Elbow!
Let's celebrate your world champions, Caroline Marks and Felipe Toledo.
Last year was like a really low point for me, and then this year is like the best year of my life. If I wrote in a notebook when I was a little girl about how I'd want to win the title, this is exactly how it went down. So just is like so surreal, and yeah, Florida, be safe tonight.
Caroline just said that she had the low point in her life last year, best year of her life this year. Take that as an example. Life's not easy, stay strong, and you guys can do it.
Congratulations to the 2023 World Champions of Surfing, Felipe Toledo, going back-to-back, and Caroline Marks with her breakout first world title. For insights and updates on the 2024 season and all information on the WSL, log on to WorldSurfLeague.com. Thanks for watching the WSL Championship Tour.